The following presentation is a teaching by Avraham Emunah. More on Jesus as a Kabbalist rabbi. Jesus' teachings from John chapter 3 about being born from above are some of the clearest references to Jesus being a teacher of the wisdom of Kabbalah. In John 3 verse 8, Jesus says, "The wind blows where it wishes, and you hear its sound, but you do not know where it comes from or where it goes. So it is with everyone born of the Spirit." This verse uses the metaphor of wind to illustrate the mystery and movement of the Spirit, resonating deeply with Kabbalistic insights on the relationship between the soul, divine breath, and enlightenment. In Kabbalah, the wind or breath, known as Ruach in Hebrew, symbolizes the divine presence that animates and moves within creation. Much like the wind that surrounds us, the Ruach is often unnoticed when it is still, but when it stirs, it becomes tangible and makes us aware of its presence. This movement signifies a connection to the divine, an awakening to higher spiritual awareness that transcends the ordinary awareness of the self. The nefesh soul, often referred to as the animal soul or the soul from which human ego derives, is the basic level of soul associated with physical life. The Ruach is the next higher level of the soul, where the breath or spirit begins to awaken a person to deeper dimensions of life and divine influence. When born from above, as described in John 3, an individual transcends this everyday nefesh and taps into the Ruach, the breath of God, becoming conscious of divine truth, insight and guidance. This experience of enlightenment is further elevated as one connects with the neshama, the soul's highest God-oriented level, which perceives the divine directly. In Kabbalah, this connection to the divine Ruach is not static. It's a continuous dynamic experience. Just as the wind blows, so the breath of God moves in and through us. The person becomes a vessel through which the Ruach flows, guided by divine will rather than personal impulse and ego. When a person is truly born from above, awakening the Ruach, they enter a new state of awareness where they perceive the constant movement of God's presence within them. They are no longer simply in the quiet, stale air of the nefesh soul, but are alive to the flow of divine consciousness carried along by the divine wind, the Ruach of God. This awakening represents the soul's journey toward unity with the divine and an ongoing engagement with the divine presence in life, where one can begin to live a life of divine presence and God consciousness, working towards Devekut, which is oneness with the divine. Thank you for watching. This has been a presentation of Avraham Emunah. The views expressed here are mine alone and are not meant to be an authoritative representation of any one religious tradition.